Okay, so this is message number 2 for the day. Something I've been working on for myself is learning how to slow down and learning how to make time for me, because I am a Mexican woman and I'm also the firstborn in my family, and I basically became the second parent, or the second mom, I should say. And a lot of that, I didn't get a chance to be a kid, and I didn't get a chance to be a teenager or a young adult. And this is not a boo-hoo thing, this is more so healing for me. So I'm realizing that obviously in my life, my own life is my own responsibility, and as a result of that, I got to hold myself accountable for ways that I need to do better in my life, in good ways, bad ways, whatever it is, like do better for myself. So one thing I noticed is that, at least for me, growing up in a strict and abusive household, not every parent that's strict is abusive, okay? So that's one thing. But for me, at least growing up in a strict and abusive household, I did not get the chance to say, I'm bored. So now in my life, I have so much anxiety because, one, I feel like I don't have enough time to do everything. I don't know how to slow down, and I don't know how to relax. And that is a way that my childhood is manifesting into my adulthood. And I'm looking into it now and be like, how can I fix it? Okay, because as a kid, if I would say I'm bored, I would get my ass beat. Or it'd be like, well, you could do the dishes, you can fold the laundry, you can take care of your little sister, you can clean the whole entire house, you can do this, you can do that. That came from me being a firstborn. So it's almost like I never had time to be bored. So even as an adult, like, that word just doesn't exist to me. And I try to make it positive. I try not to be like, well, you could do this, Izzy, you could do that, you could do this. I'm more so, it's manifesting in different ways. Like, I could work on my paper for school, I can go live and work on my business, I can create videos, I can work on my puzzles, I can do this, I could do that. And those are positive things too. But even then, like, all that stuff, that fast pacedness all the time, it's not good for my anxiety. And a lot of times I find that I have anxiety because of that reason. So right now in my life, that's where I'm holding myself accountable, is to take a deep breath and be in the moment and slow down. And one of the affirmations I've been trying to tell myself is, I have plenty of time. I have plenty of time. I have plenty of time. And I'm trying to kind of become a little bit less tense, or less like, I gotta do this, I gotta go here, this has to be done, like, you got to slow down, at least for me. So that's my way that I'm trying to do better for myself, and trying to heal things that I learned as a kid. Because even as an adult, I see my friends around me now and they're just like, I'm bored, and that just blows my mind. I'm like, you're bored? There's so much things you can do. And that's a positive way to think about it. But again, like, this is me realizing how I grew up is manifesting into my life as an adult, and how can I do something for that for myself? How can I get in front of it for the better for myself? How can I show up for myself in a more positive way where I wasn't able to in my past, when I was a kid, when I was vulnerable? Okay, so for those of you guys who resonate with that, make sure to slow down. Make sure to take time for yourself. And that's something I always told myself too. I don't have time. And I had to stop saying that, because I realized that I was basically saying I don't have time for me, because that's another thing I had to always do as a young woman growing up in that environment. I always had to think about everybody else except myself. So I would always do everything for everybody else, be there for everybody else. And now I notice that I catch myself being like, I don't have time to journal, I don't have time to go outside and meditate, I don't have time to go work out. And I'm just like, whoa, you're basically saying you don't have time for yourself. So I'm trying to hold myself accountable in that type of way. And I'm trying to slow down. So taking deep breaths and trying to relax. All right. So I hope that message helps somebody out there. Live in the moment. Don't forget to take deep breaths and tell yourself, I have plenty of time. I have plenty of time. I have plenty of time. I can even sense the shift in energy in regards to how I speak sometimes. Because sometimes I speak in like fast and in a rush, and I'm just like, where am I going? Where am I rushing off to? And again, that's always the energy from that environment, is like, I always have to go. And it's okay. Like, you don't have to do everything all at once. You don't have to worry about all the things you can do. The dishes can be in there for an hour. You're not gonna die, okay? Like, the dishes are gonna be there in an hour. Obviously, don't put them off forever, but you don't have to like stress yourself out and get it done right then and there all the time, especially when you are, I feel like there's a word for it, but I don't know what to call it. It's not coming to my mind right now. But just slow down a little bit. All right. So peace, love, and light. Till next time. Bye.